Shalom. Coming to you in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Bashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutes to the Akim out there that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. It's the brother Yerom Nishama. Yeah, just with this quick impromptu. Probably gonna entitle this one Examine Yourselves according to the scripture which can be found in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 in verse 5. And it says, this, examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith, prove your own selves, know ye not that your own selves, how that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. Okay. Because that's pretty much the point, man. You know, we've got to examine ourselves, you know. Oftentimes, as with anything really, you can get so into it that you really miss the point as to why you're doing it. And sometimes you can fall out of something spiritually, but physically it seems like you're in it, you know. And that goes for many things. You know, give an example of sex. You know, there's a deeper spiritual meaning and understanding to intercourse. Now, we can't access that right now, but in the kingdom we'll have the deeper, fuller spiritual understanding and access that spiritual meaning within the act of intercourse and sex, okay? Whereas, you know, on this side, just an example, you may be in the act or whatever the case may be, and it's just for that, you know, you don't really feel that connection to the deeper spiritual side of it, you know. And that's for a number of reasons, you know, because your wives really ain't your wives, you know. You're not really getting it for what it really is, you know. And that's just one example, you know. Like we gon' experience what real sex is in the kingdom, okay? But likewise with the truth, even with you know, you know, the spirit made me talk about that. But what is sex? Sex is marriage, right? And we don't even know what true marriage is on this side, man, between a man and a woman, you know. But the true marriage, which we're brought into, is between Yahweh Shai and the elect, man, you know. Case in point, we speak of the Lord, but we, right now, according to this lifetime that we're in, we don't know what it means to be with the Lord, man. We don't know what it means to be, you know, to see the Lord, man, you know. Because the scripture says, blessed are those who believe and have not seen, you know. We haven't seen Yahweh Shai walking on the earth in this lifetime, you know. We haven't seen him do the miracles, you know, turning water into wine and stuff and so forth. But spiritually, we're with him. So we have the deeper spiritual understanding, and it's only going to be also overwhelming, you know, Yahweh Tazah, we make it when we're with him physically, man, you know. But same with being in the truth, man, you know. You can be in the truth, and the spiritual connection to the truth is lost, man, you know. That's why the scripture says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Yeah, you can turn up, you know, you can be there, but are you actually in the faith? Just like I gave the example of sex, right? Okay, you know, you may be thinking, yeah, this is my woman, you know, I'm gonna have sex with her, but are you really having sex with her, you know? Because the deeper meanings behind it, is she really yours? You know, are you, like the same way you cut into a woman, which is where you get the word sex from? Are you really cutting into this truth? Are you really delved in this truth? Are you really baptized in this truth? Okay, that's why wisdom is a feminine word in the Greek, Sophia. That's the real woman that we get into, man. That's the real woman you wanna make love with, man. This wisdom or the truth, man. You know. Now I speak parabolically. You know, those who have ears to hear will understand, man. You know. But this is the real woman you wanna be making love to, man. You know. Now, just because this woman is accessible, just because this woman is right in front of your face, does it mean you're actually in love with her? Does it actually mean you believe in Sophia? Do you believe in the wisdom? Do you apply that wisdom? Do you apply that knowledge and wisdom and understanding? You know? That's why the scripture says, examine yourself whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. You gotta take the time out to look at yourself and be like, damn, am I really in this thing? You know, I might be there physically, you know, as they say, what's the saying? The lights are on, but nobody's home. Are you actually there? Know ye not your own selves how that Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates, man. You know? You know, are you actually in the faith, man? When all is said and done, are you actually down for the truth, man? You know, are you actually a part? Are you actively, you know, doing what you gotta do? Okay, you know. Now I wanna go into the word reprobates. G5100. No, it's the next. It's the next one. So like here. And it says this: not standing the test, not approved. Okay, that which does not prove itself such as it ought. Okay, just like going back to the whole making love or sex analogy, we don't know how that act should prove itself as it ought to. We engage in that on a low level. Now that's fine because we go and get that in the kingdom. But as for the truth, alright, are you proving yourself in the truth as it ought to, as you ought to? Are you showing that due diligence? The same way you would, you know, show a woman you love her, you know? Are you showing, are you giving that same love and affection spiritually to the truth? Which is really showing unto the Lord that you love the Lord, man. You know? Okay? You fear the Lord, alright? And when you fear the Lord and you respect the Lord, you grow to love this thing, man. You know? Even when you don't want to, you find yourself delving back into the scriptures, delving back into Sophia, delving back into the wisdom, man. You know? Unfit for, unproved, okay? You can be there, but are you really proving yourself? Are you really fit for the job? You know? You know, that's probably what I'm going to name this lesson, man. You know? Examine yourselves. The only woman we deal with is Sophia. Okay? Wisdom. You know? And are you proving yourself worthy of having the knowledge of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, man? You know? And with the Passover coming up, man, you know, you gotta make sure you're right, man. I speak to myself also because, hey, you know, this is a time where the Lord does a lot of mass murdering, kicking people out the faith, kicking people out the truth, you know, sending people back to the spirit realm. It's a nerve-wracking time, man. You know, that's why we gotta examine ourselves to make sure we're in the faith, man. You know, examine yourselves, man. Okay, because when you're really in the faith, you're in love with Sophia, man. You're in love with wisdom. Okay, now you could be saying you're in love with this woman. Okay, but are you really in love with this woman? Are you proving it? As the scripture says, as the breakdowns for the word reprobate says, unfit for. Okay, not proving what it ought to be. You ought to be a diligent man of the Lord. You ought to be on the highways and the byways. You ought to be putting up videos. You ought to be exhorting the brothers. You know, this is your duty. You know, whether ye be in the faith, prove your own self. You got to look back at your own self and question yourself. Have I done this? Have I done that? You know, what I need to get better at? You know, you got to be able to boost yourself. That's that oil. You know, when you feel low, yeah, the akim are there to encourage you, but you got to be able to regenerate yourself also in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Pick yourself up. Keep yourself going. Knowing your own selves that Yahweh is in you. Is the Lord in you, man. Because if Yahweh is in you, you're going to be on fire, man. You know? And if you're not in fire, you gotta, for the truth, you gotta question yourself, man. Is the Lord really dealing with me? You know? Except he be reprobate, unfit for the job. You know? So, that's just a quick thought I want to throw out there, man. You know, examine yourselves. Okay? The real woman we're into is Sophia. Okay? That wisdom. Just like you would make love to a woman and be passionate about that, you gotta be passionate about the diligence you show to the truth, whether we be in the faith. Anyways, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.